Good morning, friends. I was just looking to make sure that I had the microphone in a good location. I'm going to actually lift this up a little bit and put it in a better location. We shall see how it works for you when you're trying to listen to this later, if there are any of you trying to listen to this later, after the 10 days we've had. Well, this is the 10th day of the Galactic Activation Portal. This is your Mayan calendar reading from me. My gift to you is to, if you don't have the calendar, to tell you about the day. But even though I'm going to do my best to keep this video somewhat brief, I do want to speak about the last couple months. So, and at least 2.5, 3 months. From October 21st to October 30th, there were 10 straight days of galactic activation portals. I'm going to speak about them in a minute. And then, following that, from November 30th to December 9th, which is today, there were 10 more days of galactic activation portals. I'm going to see if I can't find the description of these days. And I think it's going to be towards the back, so you're just going to have to be patient with me, because I wasn't planning on doing this, but all of a sudden it came up to me to read this about the galactic activation portals. So I'll just see if it says everything I want it to say here, and if not, then I'll say the things that I want to add to it. But galactic activation portals, the symbol for them signifies that a galactic activation portal day is occurring on the calendar, and these days invite you to enter gateways of expanded consciousness and amplify your awareness of energy flows and information exchange going on within you. Within the 260-day galactic cycle. So the galactic cycle has to do with the 13 lunar tones times the 20 solar tones. 13 times 20 adds up to 260. So the first day of that cycle occurs, and then every kin, so today is a blue crystal eagle day, and I'm going to read that, but that's one of the 260 days. I'm a red cosmic dragon. That's one of the 260 days. So you can go to 13moon, the number 13moon.com. It'll say Dakota birth date. You can put your month, year, month, day, and year of your birth, and it'll tell you who your kin are. But that's the 260-day cycle, covers all the kin. There's 260 kin, and then it starts over again. Within that 260-day cycle, there are 52 portals, these galactic activation portals. These specific kin form the loom of the Maya, which is a bilateral symmetry pattern that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix, integrating the galactic code of light into the genetic code of life. This portal formation is a resonant structure linked to the activation of our full DNA potential. I'm glad I read that. There's only 52 of these days in a 260-day cycle, so about one every 10 days. So it's fairly unusual, but it occurs every day, every year. Every 260-day cycle, there are 2 periods where there's 10 of these days in a row. So they're just like the whoop, bam, thank you, man and woman, for making these galactic changes for 10 days in a row. And they occur back to back. So one month you have 10, the next month you have another 10. And the month changes every year because the calendar is based on a 260-day cycle. And I'm not going to get into it any more than that. But today is a blue crystal eagle, and the crystal is a lunar tone which related to dedication, universalizing, and cooperating, which is exactly what we're doing. We're changing the world that we live in through our dedication to changing ourselves, which changes our world, our dedication to connect to these higher realms, these galactic, universal realms, the field of one, the oneness, the all that is, to connect to that, to remain open to that. And according to the Mayan word Winklil, which is the word they use to describe human beings, the definition of it is divine vibrational root. We're a root system for the divine. The divine energy can come through us into the earth because we're here as a divine root system. So the tone 12 of the 13 tones represents the maximum evolution of form, its attainment of complete complexity. So we are shifting so quickly. The world is shifting and changing so quickly, and will at times feel destabilized by this because it's natural to attempt to have the world remain the same, especially when it's comfortable to us. When it's uncomfortable, then we're like more willing to change. Well, it's been uncomfortable, hasn't it been? For what? About 5 years. Maybe longer for many of us who are actually watching all this stuff take place. So that's the tone of today, the crystal tone to dedicate, universalize, and cooperate. And today is a Blue Eagle Day, which both of these 10 days of galactic activation portals begin with a white world bridger, which connects the higher realms with the earthly realms, and then it ends with a blue eagle, which is that kin with the larger perspective, with the broader view of things. So the blue eagle, this is a blue crystal eagle day. It has to do with creating, has to do with vision, and it has to do with the mind, has to do with the crown chakra. The journey towards perfection means rising above limitations, rising so high that not the horizon of one country or one continent only is seen, but that of the whole world. The higher we rise, the wider becomes the horizon of our view. Blue Eagle represents higher collective mind, visionary creativity, and planetary consciousness. Often shown with a globe in its eye, Eagle holds an expansive scope, a grand planetary perspective. Seeing with a broad and objective view, we travel beyond our limited or narrow perceptions of ourselves, our lives, and our world. Elevating our consciousness to meet with the planet mind, Abrahamanad, the planet soul, we can discover what our unique personal contributions are to assist the positive transformation of our shared reality. Doesn't that just sound what you want? To share, to choose to attune to the planetary mind, help us inspire our collective consciousness to honor and serve the evolution of our living planet and global society through our unique personal contributions. Blue Eagle directs, voyage into the vast creative landscape of your soul. Discover unlimited clear seeing, fertile imagination, and groundbreaking ideas. Vision is a gift. Portray and reveal so others may also see. Bring your perspective from the highest, most all-encompassing viewpoint possible. Access the visionary within, seeing and believing in that which has not yet manifest. Give flight to your sacred vision. I am so happy to live on a planet that has people that can write stuff like that I can just read and uplift the consciousness of everyone who watches it if they want their consciousness uplifted, if they want to connect to the world of one, to the mind of consciousness, the one mind, one heart of one world of consciousness. Connect to that, you're in. It's not a secret society. It's only secret if you're not a part of it. And then you're wondering, like, what are all these people a part of? They're a part of oneness. All these beings that give all this help, all these beings that hold these fields for healing of us while we're in bodies, opening up those bodies, opening up that consciousness to a consciousness of oneness. That's what we're doing right now, this very minute, right here in this room, and right here in the room you're in, wherever that is. This is what we're doing. We have 3.5 months to go, so just like, have heart. The last 3 months were difficult for me, and I'm doing this work continuously, and they were difficult for me, very difficult. I've been grounding the disturbed energies of the world healing field since the end of January of 2020 when I was asked to set it up. Not been an easy task. I have complained about it more than once, how hard it seemed. I've complained about it possibly every day for the past 3 months about how difficult this has been. And I feel like we're through the tsunami of change. There may be more to do, but we have made it. And now it's just a matter of taking it day by day. We've been through the tsunami. We're not wiped out. We're cleansed. It was a tsunami of cleansing. And we've been through the tsunami of cleansing. There may be more work to do. And, keep listening. And you'll see the days where I'm just like crystal clear, transmitting information from higher realms that's just coming in, and I'm just all like, yeah. And there's the days where I'm like, what the hell? I don't know I can do this. It's too much. There's both of those. And my intention is when you connect with me, you feel like you're connecting with a real being in a body who's had some shit happen and keeps getting through it. Because I'm here as a representative of you and what you've been through, and so many of those things I've been through. So here we are all making it through and resolving the past, doing this work of this past that came to our bodies before we even got here. And then we had these cells, and we came into these cells formed a body. We came into this body, and we went, what the hell? Why do I feel like crap? Ah, blame your ancestors. They're the ones that didn't get over their stuff. So what do you get to do about it? You get to get over their stuff. Now's the time to do it. 3.5 more months. I'll be doing healing work probably when I can every day, setting up a healing field. You can just do the work in the field and then write a comment that was helpful if it was. Don't write that was helpful if it wasn't. But we are a team. And team is spelled T-I-A-M, so there can be an I am in team. Because without the I am, there is no team. All right. Blessings on your day. Have as good a day as you feel is possible. And know that this is the last day of the 10 days of galactic activation portals. There won't be another period of time of 10 days until the next 260-day cycle, and that is until after March 24th of 2025. So no more just tsunami of change, hopefully, before the 24th of March 2025, which is our end date and beginning date. You know, it doesn't just end then, it ends and it begins a new cycle, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm here for the count. All right, be well, and know that I am that you are, because we all are. It's planetary heart. All right, be well.